and traveled all over the world, working in army dental centers, facing hardships of difficult terrains, also looking after the families of the army personnel as part of her duties. Having worked for 20 years in the army, she settled in Ambala, Haryana, India, and started private practice, which she has very recently closed down due to COVID-19 pandemic. Both she and her husband are deeply involved in welfare measures for the upliftment of poor children. They carry out social work such as teaching poor children free of cost and also and try to ensure maintenance of their hygiene and health by distributing requisite material and hold sports tournament for them. Today, she will be speaking upon an extraordinary book, The Seven Spiritual Laws of Success by international bestseller author Dr. Deepak Chopra. So, I would like to invite Dr. Rashmi to share her views. Dr.
Thank
Rashmi,
you, Doctor. Thank
over
you,
to
Dr.
you,
Samidha.
ma'am.
Thank you, Dr. Samidha. A very good day to all of you, ladies and gentlemen, and a very warm welcome. I take this opportunity to thank Dr. Sangeeta Nehra and all the organizers of the 21-day Spiritual Science Doctors Retreat for this wonderful platform which they have set up. Today, as Dr. Samita just told you, I would be discussing the book, The Seven Spiritual Laws of Success by Dr. Deepak Chopra. A bit about myself. My first introduction to spiritualism was when I was in class 10. My father, who was a devotee of Ramakrishna Mission, presented me a book, The Autobiography of a Yogi by Paramahansa Yogananda. For a child who loved reading, this was far beyond my scope. Though I understood little, it opened before me a plethora of a whole new world, the world of spiritualism, meditation, and mysticism. Born in a family of academicians, doctors, engineers, and homeopaths, I grew up trying to decide what profession I would like to follow. After graduating in the Bachelor of Dental Sciences, I got married to an army officer. My husband moved from place to place in a year and a half, sometimes even less. It was a new city, a new set of people, a new destination. I devoted my life between my profession, my home, my husband, my children, and most of all, my extended family. The extended family, I mean the family of the men who were working under my husband and who welfare and welfare was my first priority. In this long journey, I met people from different walks of life, different state of society, and different states. Learning and knowing about them and their way of life fascinated me and urged me to do something so that I could join them by some common thread. Living in inhospitable terrains with the minimum of facilities, I also learned a lot from flower making, flower arrangements, calligraphy, painting, cooking, and other things. I also learned about yoga, meditation, acupressure, and other alternative therapies. And I used my skills to teach my extended families the same. But our families have their own problems. When we lose our men, their dreams are shattered. Life becomes totally bleak. They have children who are growing up under a single parent. The way of the army life. This is it. This made me think about meditation. But that was not the only answer. The answer was also work. So it was a combination of meditation and work. Life today, especially due to the COVID-19 situation, is not easy at all. It has added a whole lot of responsibilities in our day-to-day living. It has brought around the culture of stress, financial woes, loss of jobs, Besides this, the culture of cutthroat competition, working from home, the laptop, mobiles, social media, and the online classes for the children has brought to the fore the need to look for the answers. No social interaction, no family get togethers, the loss of loved ones where we can't even share our grief with them has put the cherry on the cake. In simple words today, life is not easy. Education too has raised the level of stress by default. People are living in closed, confined places with no outlet and with no help at all. Where is this all leading to? How are we going to cope up with all this? The stress is physical, mental, emotional, and financial also. All this is leading to a breakdown. Before we lose our balance, we need to change things around us and adopt a more holistic attitude towards life. Medicines do help. We all need them, but they also bring around with them woes and side effects. And are medicines really the answer? No. Let us all then try to de stress ourselves, for that is the basis of today's suffering and illnesses. By practicing silence, meditation, spiritualism, yoga, and let us also explore the possibility of imbibing Ayurvedic and alternative medicine and therapies in our day to day life. Our aim is to remain optimistic and happy and to lead a healthy life, overcome stress, and enjoy an abundance of wealth. To this end, we must strive hard so that the coming generations can have the gift of love, happiness, healthy, and a stress free life. Let us therefore use this opportunity and time and devote ourselves to making them better persons. We should improve the quality of life of our children so that they become better human beings and they can serve the society better. Let us all work together to leave a legacy of health and happiness for our children and for the coming generations. Spiritual enlightenment is not something that outsiders can gauge. It manifests in us as happiness, success, and living life as best as you can. It gives the glow of peace and satisfaction and a lightness to the enlightened, as though we were moving in air with no worries, stress, or encumbrances, light as a feather. To this effect, the book which I recollected was the book by Dr. Chopra, The Seven Spiritual Laws of Success, which I feel is a very good book to begin with to ultimately achieve our goal and make the universe a better place to live in. On this forum today, I would like to share some of Dr. Chopra's views and some of my own personal views also as to how we can make life more meaningful, more humane and compassionate without losing sight of our goals. The reason why I would recommend this book is because it is very easy to understand, very easy to follow, and if we do it regularly, we can make much better human beings of ourselves and also give the same to the next generation. They say a task well begun is half done. This book is very concise and to the point. Even if you start slowly and small, in the long run, it will give you success and happiness. Now, a little bit about Dr. Chopra. Dr. Chopra is not only the author of the book, The Seven Spiritual Laws of Success, but also has, to his credit, more than 100 books. Some of his famous books are Ageless Body, Timeless Mind, Meet a Human, Life After Death. His latest book is Total Meditation. Most of his books have been translated into 43 different languages. His book mostly deals with spirituality, meditation, and alternative medicine, mostly due to the fact that he always had a very holistic attitude. He regularly conducts and hosts TV shows, talks, and medicine sessions. His famous Chopra Well, which is part of the Chopra Foundation, he gives their tips on meditation, achieving happiness, peace, and tranquility. He also co hosts shows with Oprah Winfrey on lifestyle changes and meditation. A little more about Dr. Chopra. Dr. Chopra was born in 1946 in New Delhi. His father was a cardiologist and head of the department in the Moolchand Hospital. Dr. Chopra took his medical degree from the All India Institute of Medical Sciences and did his residency in internal medicine, followed by his fellowship in endocrinology. He always had a leaning towards neuroendocrinology. After his marriage, he migrated to America, and a few stints of private practice, he started to work at the NEMH. In 1981, when he visited India, he was an addict. He was an addict to smoking and to coffee. And at that time, he met Dr. Triguna, head of the Indian Council of Ayurvedic Medicines. Dr. Triguna introduced him to transcendental meditation. This helped Dr. Chopra to overcome his addiction to smoking and to coffee. As he was able to give up his addiction, his interest in Ayurvedic medicines grew. In 1985, when he visited India again, he met Maharshi Mahayogi, who invited him to start the Maharshi Ayurvedic College in Lancaster. He gave up his job at NEMH and became the founder president of the American Association of Ayurvedic Medicine. He was also the founder of Maharshi Ayurveda Products International and the medical director of Maharshi Ayurveda Center. At his center, he combined yoga, mindfulness meditation, Ayurveda, massages, enema, oil bath, transcendental meditation, distance healing, and prayers. For this, he was awarded the title of Dhanvantri. Dhanvantri is the god of healing and medicine. He is also called the god of Ayurveda, whose birth coincides with Dhanteras. Dhanteras comes 2 days before Diwali, and it is called the day of success, wealth, prosperity, and happiness. As I had told you, Dr. Chopra was drawn to endocrinology as he felt that it was a basis for influencing one's thoughts. He believed that a person could have perfect health, a body free of disease. On 8th October 2008, he was awarded the IG Nobel Prize. Now, the IG Nobel Prize is basically a satirical Nobel Prize which is given to people on whose theory initially people laugh and then later think about it. He got this prize for physics, and he got it for propagating integration of quantum mechanics with Ayurveda as a quantum healing cancer. He has always maintained that aging is fluid and changeable. It can be slowed, stopped, speeded up, and even reversed as per the state of our mind. Now we shall analyze the book, The Seven Spiritual Laws of Science. How it can help us in day-to-day life, how it can help us to achieve success and make our life stress-free. Dr. Chopra in his book describes the various aspects of spiritualism, how to go about achieving it, and helping us to be better each day. Success in life, he says, is a continued process, an expansion of happiness, and there are many aspects to success. Success includes good health, energy, enthusiasm for life, fulfilling relationships, creative freedom, a sense of well being, and natural wealth. Success is a journey, it's not a destination. Why? Because whenever we succeed in one thing, we want to start another thing because we always want to have another goal right ahead of us. The creation of wealth or material abundance makes the journey more enjoyable. However, it is considered to be at the cost of others. Most of us spend more time taking care of the materialistic things around us rather than taking care of our spirits. Words, whatever we say, have a positive or a negative energy. Words and ideas help to heal the mind and nurture our soul. They have the power to uplift and live in and transform our lives. They are full of energy. That is why they say, speak well of others and speak smilingly. Life is a force flowing through us, and every moment an opportunity to learn. Whatever inspires us, we must learn to manage and bring it to fulfillment and reap the rewards of our hard work. Dr. Chopra's book, The Seven Spiritual Laws of Success, or you can also say The Seven Spiritual Laws of Life, has 7 laws. The first law is the law of potentiality. The second, the law of giving and receiving. The third, the law of karma. The fourth, the law of least effort. Fifth, the law of intention and desire. Sixth, the law of detachment. And last of all, the law of dharma. I shall be explaining each one of them in detail. The first law of Dr. Chopra is the law of potentiality. Now, what is potentiality? Potentiality means whatever is hidden or latent or which we can develop further. We must always try to achieve our full potential. Knowing who we are gives us the ability to fulfill our desires and dreams. Most of us either do not know our potential or we tend to underestimate our potential. Success in life means knowing your potential and exploiting it to achieve the desired result. Always remember, the sky is the limit. Before we move any further, we must know what ego is, how it should be controlled or given up. Ego is always constantly in fear. It is scared, always wants to control people and situations. It thrives on the approval of others. It is influenced by people, things, and circumstances, all of which are outside ourselves. Ego does not let us progress and prosper. Hence, give up your ego. To give up our ego, we need to do the following things. We must also achieve our maximum potential by giving up our ego. The first thing is silence. How do we achieve silence? We should sit quietly, preferably cross-legged, in a lotus position, with our hands in our lap and the palms facing upwards. Close your eyes, try and still your mind. Let thoughts keep passing through your mind. Do not try to stop them. Do not worry about the noises that are around you. Look at a baby, how gingerly he walks. He takes one step at a time. Similarly, with silence, take one step at a time. Wait. You will automatically start feeling the flow of silence in you. Practice, Practicing deep breathing will also help you. And as you take your breaths, you will find your silence is becoming better. While you are in silence, also contemplate. Once you contemplate, you would automatically know how to control yourself. The next step is meditation. After your body settles down, let your breathing and heart settle. After that, let your mind calm down. You will be able to meditate. Chant your mantras. Think of all the beautiful things around you. Let your mind wander. Then you will be in a state of meditation. In today's world, it's a well known fact that CEOs, sportsmen, and stars all employ spiritual gurus or psychiatrists to help them meditate and achieve inner peace. Corporates organize seminars and conduct classes for their employees so they can have a better and more fulfilling life. Be non judgmental. Do not judge others spontaneously by the way they dress, talk, or respond. Judging causes turbulence, turns and agitates your mind. It creates an imbalance and a useless chatter. Ignore the jargon, otherwise, it will lead to chaos. Silence your mind first. Be non judgmental. Close your eyes and think for a second before you say something. Do not let words just pass through your lips. A word said in haste can cause disaster. Thus, we can achieve our potentiality. Also, commune with nature or be in harmony with nature. Learn to connect with your environment. Slow down, observe things, delve into the spiritual nature of things. See the beauty in all the things. Be one with nature, and the energy so received can be used to reach our full potential. Sit still, enjoy the rustling of the leaves in the wind, the sound of the water flowing, the chirping of the birds. You may also be able to hear an insect crawl. Sit in your lawn, your terrace, in a park. You can also walk barefoot to release negativity. Let nature calm you down and connect with your innermost self. When we are in harmony with nature, we create a bond. Utilize this bond for your empowerment and achieving your potentiality. Let nature take you through the bliss of journey of life. Do not try to reverse the flow. Just channelize it so that you can benefit and you can also benefit those around you. It will also help you to feel positive about whatever you have in abundance or whatever you may desire to achieve. The next law is the law of giving and receiving. We all know that we love to receive gifts. We should also give gifts. All relationships exist due to interaction. You must circulate whatever you have. If you're educated, circulate your education. If you have money, circulate that. Or whatever material things you have, you must learn to circulate all of those. Give whatever you wish to receive. If you want material affluence, help others to get material affluence. If you wish to receive affection, compassion, appreciation, and love, give the same. We talk about currency. What does currency mean? Currency means flow. Money must continue to flow like a river. It keeps it alive and vital. Otherwise, it will clog and stagnate. Money is the symbol of life energy. As they say, money makes the mare go. The intention behind giving anything should be joyful. Anything given grudgingly has no energy. Giving is an art. Always carry a gift for someone, a flower, a card. If you can't carry anything, at least give a compliment, a prayer, or you can even give a blessing. Bless people silently, wishing them all the best and all the good things in life. Helping people in distress also attracts positivity. Be a go giver and gift a smile. Giving is good for the health as it gives us happiness. When we give others happiness, we also receive happiness. Be grateful for whatever you get. Open for receiving is an art. Again, be open for receiving a gift. Look at a child, how excited and eager he is, how happy and curious, how quickly he tries to unwrap his gift. And then he wants to show it to everybody. And he wants everybody to appreciate it. So be like a child. Be open to receiving. Express gratitude. Abundance will come to you only when you're open to receiving. The more you give, the more you will get. This life too is a gift of God. Thank him. Receive with gratitude whatever he has to give you. We will now talk about the third law, the law of karma. As Hindus and Indians, we all know what karma is. Karma means your actions, your words, and your deeds. It is a fundamental doctrine of Buddhism. We all know what goes around comes around. That means whatever we do, we get back. If we want happiness and success in life, we must sow seeds of happiness and success. Do good to others if you want them to do good to you. To attain spiritual enlightenment, do not allow your emotions to get the better of you. Make conscious choices. And when you're making these choices, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I be useful to those around me? Also, accept the consequences. What are going to be the consequences of this choice? And will it bring happiness to me and those around me? Think and then act. Ask your, ask your heart for guidance as a holistic and far more accurate than anything else. Before making a choice, go into a silent meditation. Let the turbulence of your mind settle down and let your heart answer. Do whatever makes you comfortable. Practice kindness and compassion in your day to day life. This is your karma. It will come back to you in some form or the other. We all have to pay the debt of our karma. The fourth law. The fourth law is the law of least effort. Now, who doesn't like to work less? Even I would. If I would put in 20% of effort, I would like to have 80% of reward. Hmm? To do less and achieve more, we must hone our skills and economize our actions. Just like this computer right in front of me, it helps us to achieve things much faster and more accurately with minimum effort. We should create a time frame for ourselves to pursue and achieve our goals. The law of least effort also means accepting people and circumstances as they are, not as we would wish them to be. Do not seek to have power or control over people. You waste energy. Convert your dreams by your intrinsic nature to physical form. This is only possible if your actions are motivated by love. Do not rely on other people to fulfill your dreams. Do not seek money for personal gains, for in that process, we will waste energy in the illusion of happiness. Choose and enjoy happiness in the moment. Harmony and love, harness them to gain and accumulate energy. This surplus energy will give you unlimited wealth. Take responsibility for your actions. Be open to suggestions. Accept every obstacle and setback as an opportunity for the creation of something new and beautiful. Be open. Be open to suggestions. Be defenseless. Relinquish the need to defend yourself. Relinquish the need to defend your point of view. Stop fighting and resisting the urge to convince others. You will be joyous and lighthearted. The next law, we all have intentions, we all have desires, we all have dreams. And Dr. Chopra, in this fifth law, talks about the law of intention and desire. If we desire something, we must plan to achieve it. So he says, make a wish. Make a list of your desires and dreams at night before you sleep. Every morning when you get up, look at it and think how you can reach a step closer to the end. Create a silent space between your thoughts. We all have infinite organizing power. Attention to your work brings transformation, and the intended outcome can be achieved. When things do not move your way, or if they do not move as planned, do not fret, because there's always a reason for it, and there is something better in store for you. Do not allow your obstacles to deter you, or consume your attention, or take away your focus. Remember, learning is a continuous process. We all continue to learn throughout our lives. Desire without attachment to the outcome of the goal. This helps us to achieve them easily. Keep working continuously. Look at the ant, it is always moving. Nothing goes in vain. Whatever effort you put in will be rewarded sooner or later. Keep your desires to yourself. Do not share with anyone unless they are closely bonded with you. Let the universe handle the details. Do not waste your energy unnecessarily till you accomplish what you have set out to do. The sixth law, and also one of my favorites, is the law of detachment. We all know what detachment is. We all talk of detachment. Detachment is the opposite of attachment. It is based on fear and insecurity. Security doesn't come from material wealth or cash or house. There is always the fear and anxiety of losing it. These things are all transitory. We tend to cling to things, material, emotions, etc. We must learn to let go. Detach yourself from the known and slip into the unknown. Let there be uncertainty. Without uncertainty, there will be no evolution. Remain open to all possibilities and opportunities. Let it be part of your experience. Participate with detachment. It will give you the freedom to create and is synonymous with wealth consciousness. Whenever you encounter a problem, stay grounded and wait for the solution to emerge spontaneously so that it can benefit everyone around you. Every problem, as I said earlier, is a seed of opportunity. Learn to accept everyone as they are, your parents, friends, children, siblings, etc. Learn to detach yourself from the consuming fire of hatred of what they did do and didn't do. Detach yourself from your children. Do not expect them to do your bidding. Give them their space and time, and they will make better human beings. Detach yourself from material things. Learn to live frugally. Apply the minimalist approach. Be happy with whatever you have. Thus, you can achieve the law of detachment. The last and the final law by Dr. Chopra is the law of dharma. We all know that dharma means our duty, our purpose in life. And to this end, we must know the purpose of our living. First of all, discover your true self. We are all divine souls who have some unique talent or the other. We are spiritual beings in physical form, and we are here on this earth on a mission to fill a specific purpose. Seek your higher self. Are we spiritual beings or divinity in disguise? Nurture your divinity through your spiritual practice. Discover your unique talents. We all have unique talents, and you can see how you would like to best use them for the upliftment and the good of humanity. Explore them. We are here to serve fellow human beings. Ask yourself, why am I here? How can I help those with whom I am in contact with? How can I serve humanity? And how am I best suited to do so? Remember, good luck, opportunity, and preparedness come together. Be prepared and do your best. That is what dharma implies. Dharma means to uphold. Therefore, uphold everything that affects us. Don't worry about making a living. Focus on what you're here to do. Be in a state of bliss. Along with Dr. Chopra's views, I would like to add something about which I feel very strongly. That is about forgiving and forgetting. I feel this is one of the very important aspects of life. You must learn to forgive and also to forget. Be magnanimous. Forgive those who have insulted you, harmed you physically, emotionally, financially, and have been unjust to you in some way or the other. Steer clear of such people and situations in the future. But before you forgive others, learn to forgive yourself. Forget the injuries, calm the turbulence, free yourself from the burden of hatred. This is going to be a service to yourself. Acknowledge that you have anger. You can try to overcome it, but also remember that it can come back again. Do not keep struggling with the guilt or blame yourself. Put down the weight and free yourself. As I conclude, allow me to say that if we put our heart and soul to anything, it can be achieved. You can achieve anything, whatever you wish to achieve, whether it is material affluence or success in any form. Remember that you cannot change people and circumstances. Therefore, find a way around it. Continue till you reach the bend. You will see the road further down from there. Be a child. Let curiosity and eagerness take you forward. Do not be afraid of the unknown, of the uncertain. Have faith, and you will achieve your goals. Be calm and silent. Be in meditation. It will bring you results far beyond your expectations and imagination. Always be forthcoming to help and serve, and let the fountain of love and abundance flow. Let the cycle of life, karma, and wealth move continuously. Meditation. Meditation is synonymous with work. Immerse yourself in your work. What is the meaning of universe? The meaning of universe is a song, one song. Let us all be part of that song. Let us all be a part of this beautiful, beautiful universe. Now, at the end, I would like to thank you all for your time and attention that you have so spontaneously given me. It has been a pleasure and a wonderful experience being with all of you. Thank you.
Congratulations, Rashmi ma'am. Such a beautiful presentation of this magical book, Seven Spiritual Laws of Success. The seven laws, as taught by you: the law of potentiality, of not being judgmental, law of giving and receiving, law of karma, to work with full heart, conscious choices, and accepting consequences can actually work for anyone to make them a better human or maybe superhuman. Law of least effort, as told by you and explained by you, to accept everything and everyone as it is can make our lives and relationships heavenly. Law of intention and desire, of seeking opportunity in everything, can make the most out of every moment of our lives. Law of detachment and law of dharma, following which everyone can work together to make this place, to make this world a better place to live in. And ma'am, the eighth add-on by you, the law of forgiveness, was equally appreciable. Thank you so much. And I would like to thank Dr. Sangeeta Nehra ma'am, who has pledged to be the torch bearer of spiritualism and meditation. It is an appreciable and incredible achievement that today, with her efforts, we are spreading the message of mental peace and happiness for humanity. Today, we are receiving the entire world. We are reaching out to the entire world through our PMC Global Channel, PMC English, PMC USA, PMC UK, Pyramid Health Channel Malaysia, Mahadrishta Pyramid Spiritual Science and Education Trust Channel, along with PMC Haryanvi. So this is a beautiful platform in which I think we can reach out to each and every person, irrespective of their country, their religion, anything. And we can all work together to summarize beautiful books that have been written in just a matter of 1 hour and reach out to everyone to, again, as I said, make this world a better place to live in. Thank you so much, everyone, for being with us. I would now invite Dr. Sangeeta Nehra ma'am to bless us with her words of wisdom.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Samita. Thank you, Rashmi Madam. A great presentation by Rashmi Madam. And she told about the seven spiritual laws of success by Deepak Chopra. And I was remembering one thing. I think 12 years back, I have gone through one book of Deepak Chopra, Quantum Healing. When I was working in on the HIV patient and Red Ribbon Express train of AIDS patient, so when I have gone through this quantum healing book, and the same as you explained today also, because the quantum healing is something like we have to think about ourselves. We have to heal about ourselves. Like because the quantum, as you said, that the law of potentiality. Law of potentiality is something we have the potential, but what type of the directions we are going, what type of the possibilities we are choosing. Suppose, for example, as you were telling, at that time I was writing something. Suppose I'm having the negative emotion. Okay, this is the possibility, one possibility out of the potentiality. I have the good potentiality, but out of the that I chosen one negative emotion. Okay, so again and again and again I'm thinking about the negative emotion, that graph of the possibility become the high, and it becomes the conditioned matter, and it becomes the negative emotion, and more we are conditioned, so that we are automatically suffer from the many illnesses. So it is very important. Yes, the law of potentiality is to give up your ego, and you give up your condition, and you turn into the your creativity. So, and the next you tell about the giving and the receiving. Yes, definitely, giving and receiving is just like a you are enhancing your immune system, because your consciousness area is become increasing automatically if you accept everyone, if you give something to everyone. Like you said that if you have the currency, if you have the love, if you have the care, whatever you have, whatever the archetype you have, so you just give, and automatically you will receive the same thing. So the main thing is, if you want to enhance your immunity in this corona period, so the giving and receiving is the main law. We should accept everyone like this. Okay, and next, the law of karma is very I think important law. And I want to say one quote of Patriji. So in so justice, reap justice. That is cosmic justice. And so injustice, reap injustice. That again is cosmic justice, injustice. Spiritual health is the root, and physical health is the fruit. So, in the conclusion, the meditation in its final essence means the activation of inner senses. And the third eye symbolizes the totality of the inner senses. No doctor can really help us. No hospital can help us. No drug can help us. Only meditation will help us. Only vegetarianism will help us. It means that we have to understand about our physical body, about emotional body, about our mental body, and about our spiritual body. So we have to understand all these seven laws of success. So it is important. And in last you tell about the law of detachment and law of dharma. In out of that, law of dharma is very important, because Patriji always says one thing: if you are enlightened, then only you can follow your dharma. Because if we are not spiritual, if we are not meditating, and we are thinking just like, okay, we are doing the right thing, somehow we are not enlightened within ourselves, and we are not knowing about our inner bodies, our about inner sights, intentions, intuitions. If we are not aware about all these things, so we can't follow dharma. So it is very important that we every day we should do meditation practices, and in the last learn meditation, and you teach meditation, spread meditation. So thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you all masters, of all over the world. Thank you very much. So we can go